In 1848, deep in the hills of California, a carpenter named James Marshall spotted something shining in the water. At first it was just a few golden flakes. But that tiny discovery would spark one of the greatest migrations in American history, the California Gold Rush. At that time, California was barely known, a distant, quiet territory with scattered settlements, ranches, and native villages. Within months, everything changed. Word spread like wildfire: gold found in California. And with that rumor, the world started moving west. People came from everywhere. Farmers left their fields, clerks abandoned their desks, and sailors jumped ship chasing dreams of instant wealth. By 1849, nearly 90,000 fortune seekers, known as the 49ers, were heading for California. Some took wagons across rough trails and deserts. Others risked storms and disease by sailing around South America or cutting through Panama. The journey itself was brutal. Thousands never made it. But for those who did, California looked like a promise, a wild land where anyone could strike it rich. The first mining camps sprang up along rivers and creeks. Men spent their days knee-deep in icy water, shaking pans filled with dirt and hope. A lucky few found gold nuggets worth hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. Most others found only exhaustion and disappointment. As gold fever grew, makeshift towns appeared overnight, chaotic places filled with tents, saloons, gambling halls, and trouble. Law was scarce. Disputes over claims often ended with gunfights. Yet even in the middle of the madness, opportunity thrived. The real fortunes weren't always found in the dirt. Merchants selling picks, shovels, boots, and food often made more money than the miners themselves. One woman, Mary Ellen Pleasant, built businesses that made her one of the wealthiest entrepreneurs in San Francisco. Another name you might know, Levi Strauss, began selling sturdy denim pants to miners. His brand still lives today. Soon, families started arriving. Schools, churches, and shops replaced tents. California, once a quiet frontier, turned into a place of endless energy and ambition. In 1850, just 2 years after the discovery, California became the 31st state of the United States, faster than any other territory before it. But it wasn't only Americans who came. The gold rush drew people from across the globe: Mexico, Chile, Germany, Ireland, and especially China. By 1852, more than 20,000 Chinese immigrants had arrived, working in mines, kitchens, and railroads. They faced harsh racism and violence, yet their labor became vital to building the West. For Native Americans, though, the gold rush brought devastation. Their lands were invaded, their rivers poisoned by mining waste, and entire communities were wiped out by conflict and disease. In just 2 decades, California's native population dropped by more than 80%, one of the darkest chapters of westward expansion. As the easy gold disappeared, miners turned to machines. Huge hydraulic hoses blasted hillsides apart to reach gold hidden deep in the earth. It made mining faster, but it destroyed forests, filled rivers with mud, and left scars that still mark California's landscape today. Out of the chaos came something remarkable. San Francisco, once a small settlement of just 800 people, exploded into a city of more than 25,000 within a few years. It became the gateway to the Pacific, a center of trade, culture, and opportunity. The wealth and population brought by the gold rush pushed America to expand westward faster than ever. Railroads stretched across the continent, connecting east and west. Immigrants found new homes and new states began to rise. By the 1860s, the gold was mostly gone. Many miners returned home broke, but the ones who stayed helped build the foundations of modern California. They planted farms, started businesses, and built communities that still exist today. The California Gold Rush lasted less than a decade, but its impact lasted forever. It fueled America's growth, inspired dreams of freedom and fortune, and left behind stories of courage, greed, and resilience. It's a reminder of how a single sparkle in the river, just a few flakes of gold, changed the destiny of a nation.